Howdy Earthlings! I'm back with another original species. This is an open species made by Mr. Tallycat, the creator of Tiba. If you didn't know, Mr. Tallycat is pretty nice. We've hung out a couple of times and they made this species a while back and essentially left them in his drafts. I was going to make a video on them sooner because I think Mossums are super cute, but this was around the time that I was burnt out on original species stuff and I was taking a big break from them. So, I'm doing them now. Since then, Tally has shared them in his own group, the Tiba Discord. I'll put a link to it in the description. This species doesn't have as much lore as Tiba, so don't expect a long video. But real quick before I start, don't worry, this isn't a sponsor spot. I'm looking for more species to cover. So in my Discord, post some that you like or that you own in the art channel. If you're a patron, post it in the secret members only chat, and I'm more likely to do it and see it. One more thing though, views on YouTube have been down across the board for everyone, even the massive channels and monetization too. I'm not asking for donations, but real quick, make sure you don't have restricted mode on. Monetization was supposed to start going up around a month or two ago, but I'm making a third less than usual. If you like this video, all I ask is that you leave a like and share the video with some friends. I'm trying to find work again, offline, but if you didn't know this, I use a cane, so it makes it a little hard to get anything but desk work, and there's not a lot of desk work in this area. We live in a pretty rural town. Also, check out my other channel if you like retro game stuff, Nimsy Nova. The views are better over there than here, and maybe I can get that channel monetized. Just don't feel down about the views. It's not y'all's fault that the views are down. If anything, it's probably something with the algorithm. Anyway, Mossums. Mossums are a mix of flora and fauna being part, you guessed it, possum and plant. They have a strong connection to nature, probably due to being the nature. Mossums average 2 to 5 feet tall with fluffy fur and round ears. Each mossum has a direct connection to a specific plant, which is a part of its body and lends it its traits. If you remember my species from 4 years ago now? Myconians. It's kind of similar, but I went way overboard in the lore and science stuff. Mossums are much more simple. And simple is better. Mossums are primarily bipedal, but can run on all fours. They're also genderless, and the plants mirror that by displaying both female and male traits, but will go by any pronouns. Behaviorally, Mossums by nature live in a peaceful lifestyle, focusing on agriculture. They tend to be caring and friendly, with variations based on the individual's free will and all that. While not all Mossums are into agriculture, they do tend to have jobs centered around agricultural duties like foraging, planting, farming, fruit collection, and when it's not agriculture related, they have other peaceful jobs. One example Tally includes is the job of a professional cuddler. Mossums have more abilities than just spooning though. They all have some magic, making plants grow, producing sunlight, calming others, rain bringing, and healing magic. As they're entirely genderless, they don't even have any of the giblies, their reproduction is handled by their plant parts. When they want a child, they bury one of their seeds and wait for them to grow. In 3 months, a baby Mossum will dig itself free from its dirt prison. Interestingly though, the baby will always be a different species of plant from its progenitor. Don't know how that works, but it do. Despite not having giblies, they still like to wear clothing. It's probably an expression thing. They just like to express themselves. For food, you guessed it, they like to eat plants and meat. They're omnivores. They have a special love for honey though. That's it for the species. Told you it'd be a short one. Quick note before I wrap up and do the supporter roll call. Mossums are open. You can make them without any permission. The only rule is Tally is asking very nicely that people please don't make one using the legendary traits. So please don't make any that have wings, aquatic traits, or exoskeletal traits. Otherwise, do whatever you want. Also, Tally is not moderating the species anymore and won't be updating them as frequently as Tiba, his main species. You don't need to join the Discord if you don't want to, but if you want to check out their main species, check out the end card where it'll take you to Tally's Tibas. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video or any of my others, consider becoming a supporter for as little as $1 on YouTube members or through my Patreon on patreon.com/SarahsThings. You can also buy merch from bit.ly/SarahProtoShop to get some neat and cheap keychains for just $10. Shipping in the US only because of tariffs, and I have a made to order merch shop like shirts and stuff below the video. I'm pretty sure they ship internationally as well, and you can find that one on bit.ly/Sarah's store, not Sarah store. Anyway, special thanks to those who supported, like Taito Phoenix, Aspirin Artist, Paper, Fate Penguin, Momentary Unicorn, Aurora the Puppy Moth, Sly, Nat, Marius, Yeenie, Worm Syrup, Rask, Ver, Beef, Sly Again, Colorado Blue, Vaderson, Linky, Splackjack, Willie P, Baxter Rabbit, TG Dante, Linky Again, and Malding Brick. And an extra special thank you to TG Dante again, who made this awesome background. Take a look in the background while you can. There are some little Easter eggs from my streams and stuff in there, and I'll see you all later. I have to yell at Mossums to get off my lawn. Yeah, I mean you. Get lost!